There we go, baby. 6 in a row for the Toronto Raptors as they beat the Sacramento Kings 102-87. And what we saw in the last game, the team didn't get off to a good start, and they had to crawl back in it. This time, you look at the very first little bit of this game, Raptors were just killing the Kings early on. Now, obviously, the Kings made a little bit of a run. However, the Raptors had the 22-17 lead after the first quarter. And the great news about this game, the Raptors won every single quarter, 22-17, 32-29, 25-21, and 23-20. Obviously, that's a recipe for a win. Now, how did this team... I mean, you look at stats, and I understand people can find stats everywhere, but the way you look at this, they shot 48% from the field, we shot 45%. They shot 44% from 3, we shot 30% from 3. You know, we only made 6 more free throws than them. But how do you beat them by 15? Well, let's take a look at this. This team has taken a ton of pride this year on their defense, especially the bench. They have really shown to be a really hard-nosed team defensively and have that punch offensively. Now, what we saw today was the entire team get the job done, forcing the Sacramento Kings into 21 turnovers. Raptors only had 13. That is a huge margin difference. Also +5 on the offensive glass as well, 12-7 on the offensive boards. And you look at this and you tell yourself, okay, when you make a team turn the ball over as much as the Raptors did today, that's a huge recipe for a win. And what we have seen as of late over the last few games, and it's very, very nice to see, Serge Ibaka has been really finding his shot. You know, you look at the last few games, and he's not passing up threes, and he's not looking uncomfortable taking the shots. You look at his last 4 games. You know, December 1st against Indiana, 15 points, 8 rebounds, 19 points, 6 rebounds against Phoenix, 21 against Memphis, and 20 again today. Serge Ibaka finding his shot, getting the good looks, and knocking the shots down, 8 of 13 shooting, 4 of 7 from 3. You know, there was one point in the year where he was 0 of 15 from 3. And you have no confidence at that point. You're like, I don't know, should I take a 3? And then he gets that great look from 3, passes it up, and then misses a regular inside jumper because he had a better look, right? So, but now that he's confident, he's feeling his shot, he is knocking them down, and he did today. DeMar DeRozan, great game for him, 25 points, 9 assists, 9 dimes for DeMar DeRozan, and I was really impressed with Debo in this game, 9 of 15 shooting, 60%, also got to the free throw line 11 times. You know, he's been starting to find a way to get there more. It's more DeMar DeRozan of old. You know, earlier in the season, he gets the 1 free throw attempt, 2 free throws attempts, you know, but lately, he's got quite a bit. Makes 7, helps the team out huge. Kyle Lowry, you know, had an off night. However, like we always say, Kyle Lowry finds ways to impact this team in every single aspect. He only had 15 points in this game, which still isn't all that bad. But what that guy does on the defensive floor, the active hands, you can put him against a big man, but he'll find a way to get up in the guy's grill and just be a real pain in the rear. Also, Kyle Lowry had 6 dimes, so you combine him and DeMar DeRozan, that's 15 assists. From your lead guards, your main shooters, your main scorers, to have 15 assists combined, you know what that tells us? Confidence in his other players. And we know DeMar Carroll, when he lost, he was saying, oh, you know, they don't have confidence. They're all, DeMar's taking his own shots. Kyle's taking his own shots. And, you know, they don't have confidence in anybody else. Well, clearly, they got confidence in their other players. And rightly so. They're doing a great job, you know. And Kyle Lowry, not only the 6 assists, 12 rebounds. Other than Fred VanVleet, the smallest guy on the court for the Raptors, and he leads the team in rebounds in this game with 12. That is called a workhorse. we talk about this guy getting older and him diminishing a little bit. Look, for a small guy to be grabbing as many rebounds as Kyle is, he's working his tail off. A ton of credit for Kyle Lowry. You love the looks of Jakob Poeltl, especially when him and CJ Miles got out in transition, and the big throwdown by Big Yak. I mean, just beautiful. And also the nice reverse from OG. What else am I going to say here? The three-pointer plus the foul from Kyle Lowry, where it was like 1, 2, 3, bang! It's beautiful. And to see this team get on a roll, I understand the schedule is not, up to par. It's not like you're facing Cleveland, Golden State, Oklahoma City, Boston. But you got to play these teams at some point. The Raptors are just doing it all in the month of December. So what do you got to do? You got to take care of business. Get the job done. Get wins. And with today's victory, Raptors, come on. They've won 6 in a row. They've, like I said, gotten the job done, and they're playing very good basketball. Look, this team defensively today, remarkable. You look at the new NBA, and you're like, the teams are averaging 105, 110. That's about that. The old NBA people are like, yeah, you're a great team if you can hit 100 points and stuff like that. Raptors only gave up 87. The defense from this team, that also could be the lackluster offense of the Sacramento Kings. However, the defense in this game for the Raptors, great. How did this team get as many shots in? They made more field goals. How? You take more shots. Raptors took 14 more attempts. Why? Turnovers and steals and just great defense. I'm very proud of this team today. The Sacramento Kings are a team that have just given the Raptors a ton of heartache. Last time we were in Sacramento, last year, I lost my mind in a video. You guys can go check that out. It was last year. That was when Terrence Ross fired I think it was like almost a half-court buzzer beater to tie the game. Oh, wait! The timekeeper forgot to start the clock on time, so the Raptors lose. I lost it in that video. Every Raptor fan lost it. To this day, I still think that's the stupidest thing out there. But you come in today. Obviously, they don't have DeMarcus Cousins and Rudy Gay, two of the main guys they had last year at that time. But you go into Sacramento and you get the win. That's it. Now, what's next for this team? Well, they play on a back-to-back. They're playing tomorrow night, 10:30 p.m. tip-off. I hope you guys are going to be awake with me. I'll be watching that game, don't you worry, because Tuesday is my birthday. So I took that off work. Going to enjoy it. Going to watch this basketball game. Hopefully a Raptors win. Clippers, obviously not the same team that they used to be. Blake Griffin hurt. So, that's just, that just tells you and Beverly's hurt as well. So, that just tells you right there. This team can get the win again. They've won the first 2 games of this road trip, but you got to keep going. You can't take the foot off the gas. I love what this team did to start the game. They got the lead, and they hung on to the lead and built on the lead, if you look at it quarter by quarter, right? There were times, obviously, where it was back and forth, but in the end, the Raptors won every single quarter and won the game. That's the big picture. That's what we got to enjoy. And, you can't play like you did against Memphis against the Clippers. The Clippers are a better team than the Grizzlies, so you got to come out flying like you did against Sacramento today. All right? So you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed this video, and boy, if you've enjoyed Raptor basketball lately, I understand they're not playing great teams, but they've won 6 in a row. Hit that like button. I do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below. What'd you guys think of the game? How impressed were you with the Raptors defense and just the offense when you needed to? You know what I mean? When the Raptors were down by 1, or they made a little bit of a run, and the Raptors were like, no, and stopped that run. How'd you guys feel about this game? Do you think it was a great overall performance? Do you think offensively they were okay, but defensively, unbelievable? That's the reason they won this game. Let me know what you guys think, and we'll talk to you guys very shortly, Leafs edition, as they won 1-0 against the Edmonton Oilers. McElhinney, unbelievable. And we'll talk to you guys Raptors edition, like we said. Tomorrow night, I guess it's Tuesday morning technically, but Tomorrow night, tip-off, 10:30 p.m. Raptors in LA taking on the Clippers, looking for win number 7 in a row. We'll talk to you guys then.